Why Docker container? Why to use Docker container? Why companies are shifting to Docker container technologies? I am happy with the manual approach. Why to use Docker container? I will explain you clearly what is a Docker container. So let me show you here. Like for suppose he is a developer, she is a tester. Developer has developed his code and code was working fine. He have given that code to the tester. Tester will start testing. As we all know, goals are very fast compared to the boys. She is using Windows 11. She tried to execute the code in the Windows 11. The code was not working. But he have tested his code in the Windows 7 version. So there is a different versions. In the same way that Windows 7 is different player and Windows 11 was a different player. It is impossible to run that code. But the developer doesn't know that she is using Windows 11. She doesn't know that developer was running the code in the Windows 7. So that is the reason there will be a big fight between the developer and the tester. Due to this reason, companies came an approach to use Docker container. So let us explain what is a Docker container and Docker image. Before Docker container Docker image explanation, let me explain you a real-time scenario. Like for suppose I have an DVD. I have given this DVD to my friend. He want to watch a movie, so I have given him. He have taken that DVD and he just inserted this DVD to the DVD player, and he have started watching the movie. In the same way, developer will generate the code, and the code will be converted into a Docker image, and simply this Docker image will be given to the tester. Tester will just insert it this DVD and she will watch movie. Here movie is nothing but an application. So just she will test the application. It is a very simple, right? Compared to that, and this container, this Docker container will be run in every flavor. Like it may run in Windows 7, Windows 11, Linux. Okay, everywhere Docker container will be workable. So this is the reason companies are shifting to the Docker container. Let me show you the Docker architecture. Whenever we install a Docker, we will get a Docker client and Docker daemon. Okay, if you insert Docker version, then you will get Docker client and Docker daemon. Let me show you. Let me launch an EC2 instance. I will show you. Let me pause this video. I will log in. I don't want to waste your time. I will log into the instance and I will. Okay, guys, Docker has been installing. So I have just taken an instance one in AWS cloud. I launched it and I am now installing a Docker in this machine. So it will take time. Let us wait. It will take some time. After installing, let me add. Yeah, it was successful. Let me add Docker into like Ubuntu into Docker group, because if we add Ubuntu into the Docker group, then Ubuntu can able to execute the Docker command without sudo permission. So indirectly Docker Ubuntu user will get Docker permissions to execute the command to run Docker playground, Docker containers, Docker images, everything. So let me exit. We have to relog in. Then only whatever the permissions we have given, it will be applied. So as I said, when we install Docker, we will get what we'll get Docker client and Docker daemon. Let us check. Right, you can see there is a Docker client and server means nothing but Docker daemon. So you have to remember this. When we install Docker, we will get Docker client and Docker daemon. So let me show you clearly. Let me open this. So when we install Docker, what we'll get? Docker client and Docker daemon. What will Docker daemon do? Docker daemon will create a Docker containers. Okay. To run a Docker container, we need Docker image. Docker has Docker Hub, which hosts lots of images. Let me show you. Let me open the Docker Hub. Okay, this is the Docker Hub. In this Docker Hub, there will be different types of images available. Okay, as we are learning DevOps, let us see Jenkins image. Jenkins is nothing but CI/CD tool. So this is the Jenkins official image. They have developed the image, Docker image, and they have just pushed it into the Docker Hub. And they have just given a command. If you want to run this Jenkins in your as a Docker container, simply execute this command. You can able to run this Docker, this Jenkins. So in the same way, there will be different types of images will be available. We have to learn what is this image, how to create this image, what is the approach to create Docker image. We have to learn this. Let me show you a sample hello world Docker container, so then you will get some clarity. So let us run. Let me enter into the sudo user docker run docker. You can directly execute, but Docker container hello world. Okay, Docker container run. In order to create container, don't forget run. We have to enter run. Yeah, you can see unable to find image hello world latest locally, pulling from library hello world. So what is this means? In your local system there is no image of hello world, so I am downloading this hello world from the Docker Hub. Okay, so I will explain you. Like Docker client contact to the Docker daemon. When we install Docker, what we will get? Docker client and Docker daemon. Docker client and Docker daemon will be communicated with each other. Docker client will ask to the Docker daemon, "Hi Docker daemon, I wanted a hello world image." So Docker daemon pulled the hello world image from the Docker Hub because there is no image locally present. So that is the reason Docker daemon will pull the hello world image from the Docker Hub. Docker daemon, after pulling the image, what will Docker daemon do? Docker daemon will create a new container from that image, which runs the executable that produces the output you are currently reading. So Docker daemon streamed the output to the Docker client, which sent to your terminal. So Docker client will communicate with the Docker daemon. Docker daemon will see whether the image was present or not in your local system. Then what he will do? He will create a new container. Don't be confused, just remember this. Let me execute Docker images. Yeah, you can see hello world was present. Let me execute the command again. Docker container hello world. Now you can see in the previous command he has been downloaded. Docker daemon has been downloaded that image, but now it doesn't download it because hello world already present in the local system. That is the reason he will not download it again. He simply run that image. So you can see Docker client has contact to the Docker daemon. Docker daemon pulled the hello world image from Docker Hub. So at present in locally present. So that is the reason he just simply executed the container. Okay, hello world is simple Docker container. In programming in Java, there will be some hello world program, simple hello program. In the same way, this is also a simple Docker container. Okay, like it. This is a diagrammatical representation. Let me explain it again, then you will get clarity. So what will Docker container client will do? Docker container run hello world. So Docker client will, whenever we execute this command, Docker client will pass this information to Docker daemon. What will Docker daemon do? Will check there is an image called as hello world locally or not. If it is present, then it will create a container. If it is not present, we do not have hello world image. Then what he will do? He will download that image from a Docker hub. And after downloading Docker hub, the container will be created from that image. So by this scenario, you know, get a clarity, right? So to create a container, we need Docker images. In reality, container, we want to run our applications. Inside the container, we want to run our applications. When you join a company, in that company, they will run some applications, right? You need to convert that application into a Docker image. So that is the reason we need to know what is a Docker image, how to convert that application into a Docker image. So that is the reason I am here to explain you how to create the Docker image. In coming videos, deeply I will explain how to create Docker image, how to write a Docker file. In order to create a Docker image, we need a Docker file. And let us see. So we need to create images with our applications in it to create containers. So for the first task for us to understand how to create images so that we can run our applications. So let us see the scenario. Developer will write the code. He will submit that code to the source code repository. From source code repository, Jenkins will take it and it will build and package. Whatever the package is generated, we have to convert that package into a Docker image. Okay, then Docker image will be run as a Docker container. Then your application will be launched. So I will take a one simple application like LAMP stack. I will take LAMP stack as an example. I will show you. I I I will try to convert this LAMP stack into a Docker image. To install LAMP stack manually, you can refer this article which I have given to you. So this is the official. This is a document which was provided by DigitalOcean. Here is the manual commands. So whenever you want to convert an application into a Docker image, first of all you need to know how to execute the commands manually. Okay, you have to know how to execute this command manually. If the manually it was successful, then only you have to convert into a Docker image. So without knowing manually, how can you cannot able to do it, right? If you get an error, you will be confused. So first of all you have to take the steps. You have to ask to the developer, okay developer, tell me how you are executing these commands, how you are running manually in your system, let me show. Then I can able to convert it into a Docker image. So where is the document? uh, I have opened the document, right? Okay, let us go back. Yeah, first step is to make all the steps required to install your application manually. So these are the steps to need to run a LAMP stack container. Okay, so I will take an Ubuntu machine. Okay, in the Ubuntu machine I will try to execute this. So Ubuntu machine is nothing but we need a Ubuntu Docker image. So we have to log into Ubuntu Docker container. Then we have to execute this command. Let us take. I have taken Ubuntu 18.04 version. So I will explain this command. What is this command? You can run as a Ubuntu user as well, but for the safety purpose, I am executing as it like you can see Docker container run -it Ubuntu 18 /bin by bash means run a container and log in into inside the container. IT means interactive mode. I want to run a container. In the same way, I want to log in into that container. So you can see here in a we are in the virtual machine, but now we are inside the Docker container. So you can able to execute the commands inside the Docker container. So at present we are in Ubuntu 18.04 container. Inside the container, let us execute the commands. First of all, we have to update the packages. Don't be confused. These are the just simply commands. By practicing, you will get how to execute this all. These are just nothing but, and in order to run that application, we need the softwares. So just we are installing that softwares. First, we have to check it like this manually. Then only we can able to, if it is was successful, then we can create a Docker file by using these commands. Yeah, it will take some time. In the next video, I will show you how to write a Docker file clearly. It will taking time. Let it take. I don't know, when we watch YouTube and all, everything will work fine. But when we want to work for our organizations, internet will stop working. Nature also don't allow us to work. I don't know why it is taking this much of time. Let us wait. We can't do anything. Mm. So until then, I will show you. This is the Docker file which was written by me. Okay, let me explain this. It will take some time. So yeah, like this is the manual commands we have executed, right? From means Docker file. Whenever you write a Docker file, we need some image. By taking image only, we can able to create Docker file, Docker image. So we have to take one image. So for our application, I have taken Ubuntu image. From means from take an Ubuntu image. Run means in order to install the softwares, we can use run command. Just remember this. So if you want to install something inside the Docker container, we need a run. So if you run, we can able to execute the commands. So I have just given run apt update, run apt install apache 2, run apt install php. These are the packages. This is an Apache web server, and I want to run a php, so I have given php. So run echo, and just this is the command, and don't be confused. And after that, I have to restart that service. So service apache to restart, or we can able to restart as well. Then this Apache web server will run on the 80 port. So that is the reason I have exposed this in 80 port. Okay, it was still okay. Let us take. In next video, I will explain briefly what is this Docker file and all. Don't be confused. So first, just I am executing whatever the command I have executed. Just I have given site run. That's it, and I have given expose because this application will run on 80 port. Okay, it was successful. Let us go to the document. What are the commands we are executing? Okay. Okay, PHP packages. Then okay, it was successful. Okay, series has been restarted. So let us write a Docker file. So I have explained you what is a Docker file. Let me come to. So it was successful. So let me create one folder, mkdir lamp cd lamp. It will be, better to create a folder. Inside the folder you have to create a Docker file. It was a better approach. So let me copy this and paste here. This is a Docker file. In order to build an image, in order to create an image, we need Docker file. Inside the Docker file we have given the instructions. For this container to run, I need a Docker image. Inside the Docker image I want to install the softwares. So this is the reason we have given. So in order to create a Docker image, there is a command docker build -t means tag. So whatever the version you want to give, what is the name you want to give. So let me give lamp slash v1 dot means in the current directory there is a Docker file. By using that, build it. So it was building, you can see. So I have executed the same whatever the commands manually. Docker going to execute for us. So it will be better, right? Rather than executing, we Docker was doing for us. So this is one of the advantage, and there is more advantages compared to this. I will explain in coming videos. Okay, and I will show you like this Ubuntu Docker file. Ubuntu community also have written a Docker file. Okay, this is the Docker file they have written and they have pushed to the Docker hub. Now we are using easily, right? Ubuntu Docker image. So they have written this Docker file. So that is the reason we can able to run. Like have given some bin slash bash Docker container run -it Ubuntu. Then after that has bin slash bash, right? They have given cmd as a bin slash bash. Bash is nothing but run in that as a bash terminal. In order to understand this, you have to have some basic knowledge of Linux. What is a Linux? What is a Linux terminal? In which terminal Linux will run? If you know this, then only you can able to understand this Docker. So before that, you can search in the YouTube basic Linux commands, how Linux will be run, what is an Ubuntu, what is CentOS. Just learn about that and come and watch this video. Then you will get understand. Okay guys, let us meet in the next video. In the next video I will show you briefly. Thank you guys.